In my recent visit to the Philippines, I developed an interest to find out the underlying issues behind soccer or football in the Philippines. For many years, soccer, popularly known as football, has been sidelined in the Philippines. So from history dated back in 1956, it has been seen that the Azkals, who are the national football team of soccer, have been performing poorly in continental championship. However, that they have been registered to participate in these competitions, you won't be surprised that, one, they did not qualify. At many times also you will find that they did not participate, meaning that they did not register. Or you will find that they registered but they did not participate. Therefore, they withdrew from the competition. So in my interest, I could have wished to find out what are the reasons behind this dismal performance of soccer in the Philippines. These records from the Asian Cup, which is the highly contested soccer competition registered by the FIFA in the Philippines, we have seen that there are some historical underlying factors that might have led to the notion towards soccer. So I hereby took some time and to get some reactions from the ardent sports persons from the Philippines, and here are their inputs.
Ramsey's ball, chance for the
I used to play softball when I was studying. Yeah, I guess that was my favorite sport. Aside from that, I played badminton and volleyball as well, but I was not that much good. Yeah, I like softball, so that was my favorite. I wish I could still play, but not anymore. American was the big influencer in our society. They introduced many things, and one of those is basketball. So they did not introduce soccer to us. So basketball is our national game, sports game. Everyone is playing basketball. Majority of the backyards of the houses of Filipinos, you would see a basketball court, even just a single one, because you don't need a huge space on that. If you just only a small backyard, you could able to create or build one court of basketball. Yeah, that was the main reason why soccer is not popular in Philippines, because we were colonized by American. They introduced that basketball to us. So basketball is our national game. I would say the Philippine Sports Committee, the government has a big role to improve soccer game in our society. They could give scholarship to the youth, whoever wants to play soccer, sponsoring them, and extra benefits, so the youth could able to love and willing to participate in that game. Maybe that way they would love to play, and they would love to be on a team, a Philippine team.
My name is Nicole and I'm from the Philippines. I'm here to answer 3 questions from Mr. Nelion. First, what is my favorite sport? My favorite sport is basketball. Simply because it is very popular and very convenient to play, because in the Philippines you will find improvised basketball court in different alleys, and even the proper basketball court, it is free in the Philippines. Everyone can play. Yeah, that's why. And yeah, that's it. Second question: what is the common sport in the Philippines? Ah, there's a lot of sports in the Philippines, and we are all participating in that. But I'll give you top 3 common sports in the Philippines. That will be first basketball, second will be boxing, third will be billiards. Maybe because we, and in that 3 sports, Philippines has produced famous athletes that competes internationally. Basketball, we have Jordan Clarkson. Boxing, we have Manny Pacquiao. Billiard, we have Efren Bata Reyes. Yeah, that is the common sports in the Philippines. Third question, why basketball is most common compared to soccer, football? Yeah, maybe because Philippines were being colonized by the Americans for 48 years. Yeah, and that's why, and American was the last country to colonize the Philippines. That's why we adapt their culture and norms, and they are the one who brought basketball in the Philippines. If I'm not mistaken, it was the group of young Americans called YMCA. Thank you.
In the Philippines, the famous sports are basketball, volleyball, and boxing. In the streets of Metro Manila alone, you will find basketball posts and courts. If you ask me why football is not that popular in the Philippines, it's because we have no access to any of its facilities. In order to improve the Philippine football program, I think they have to believe in our local talents. We have plenty of talented players who deserves a chance to hone their skills through a solid football program.
Well, we will end up asking ourselves, is soccer evident in the Philippines? Yeah. Since 2010, the Football Federation of the Philippines established a structure to popularize the game of soccer, and they gave priority from grassroots to national levels, various competitions organized so that they can be able to popularize football. Therefore, football is not an issue which is out of the blue, but it has the root in Philippines. But the reasons behind this, we could wish to find out and find the solution for this issue that we are underlying. Since then, the street football is evident. Yeah, we have futsal, which is also played in the street. We have beach, and these are all local competition. We have soccer. We have football, which is being played in school. We have in higher institutions like colleges and universities. Despite the fact of this, we find that the Azkals or the FIFA has ranked the Philippine football team according to the performance. The lowest performance that they have ever achieved was back 2006, whereby they were ranked position 195. And the best that they ever achieved, and that is the highest ranking in the FIFA, is dated back 2008, whereby they were position 111. And the current position is 124 according to FIFA ranking. So you can see that from this range, they are not so good, they are not so bad. Averagely, they have the talent, they have the skills, but this aspect which has been raised from the ardent spectators of football, from sports persons, they are the reasons as to why Philippines is not doing very well in football. The current position actually evidence that there is potential skills in football in the Philippines. So these talents need to be tapped, they need to be nurtured, they need to be molded so that they can aim competing in the World Cup. For instance, they have never gone to the World Cup, and the best achievement that they have ever achieved is qualifying for the Asian Cup, which was held in the UAE in 2019. Unfortunately, they bowed out of the competition after losing all their matches at the group stage. However, they were really thrilled when they qualified for this competition because it was the first time for them to qualify for the Asian Cup. Now, what are some of the challenges actually which are facing the Azkals? Despite the fact that football is evidenced, but we have some challenges which are facing the structure of soccer. One of the issues that has been established is lack of funding to soccer. This is something which is all over the world, though, but in the case, Philippines has not given much priority in terms of funding to soccer. That is why you find there is poor performance, because the notion towards soccer is really low compared to other competitions such as basketball, which is so much prominent now in the Philippines. I'm told that almost everyone plays basketball in the Philippines. Another issue is lack of motivation. If the government is not giving priority, you will find that also even in school, they don't give priority. For this reason, the ones which are given priority, like basketball, will have more achievement even to international levels compared to soccer. Therefore, they find that they are really demotivated to play or to engage themselves in soccer activity. One fan also quoted something about the colonial spirit, which has led to engulf basketball and boxing. The American nature that was one of the spirit that propagated basketball as the main game to be played in the Philippines. So, what is the way forward? Some of the aspects that we noted would be that the Philippine Football Federation need to be given support right away from FIFA, right away from the government, right away from other federations, non-governmental organizations, so that they can establish the development of soccer in the Philippines. Upgrading of the facilities, such as training pitches and the stadium, could be also another factor that can lead to develop and popularize soccer in the Philippines. It could be also vital to develop some training and workshop that could create awareness to the soccer, and that will create the greater number of people will have the interest to participate, to have the knowledge, or they already have the skill. Promotion of the local competition, starting from non-governmental organizations. The government should get involved in this and develop various structures of league so that they can develop the interest of football in the Philippines. And one more aspect is that hiring of technical coaches could be also important, so that these coaches can be able to get ample time of identifying and nurturing of students, nurturing of potential people who have the skill who have the knowledge, who have the insight of soccer. When all these are brought together, then the fans were telling me, despite the fact that they did not qualify for 2022, their target is the upcoming World Cup, Asian Cup and World Cup. They want the Azkals to participate and compete with other international teams. We hope the Azkals will put together from all the government organizations, structures down, so that by the next World Cup and the Asian Cup, we will be participating in this competition. Thank you for taking your time to watch my video. Remember to subscribe so that we can be able to share more. Thank you.